You know what is genuinely shocking about Australian property markets in 2026? While Sydney apartments cost $1.2 million and Melbourne houses push $900,000, there are functioning cities where you can buy 3-bedroom brick homes for $150,000 to $250,000. Not rural shacks, not properties needing total reconstruction. Actual solid brick houses with land, garages, and established infrastructure in cities with populations of 10,000 to 80,000 residents. For perspective, $150,000 is what you would need as a deposit for the median Brisbane house. It is half what a basic apartment costs in outer Sydney suburbs. Yet in these cities, it buys complete property ownership. These are not ghost towns with populations of 300. These are functioning cities with hospitals, schools, shopping centres, and employment. The infrastructure exists. Services operate. People live normal lives. The prices just seem impossible compared to capital cities. The catch is always location and economic challenges. These cities are remote from capital cities, or facing industrial decline, or dependent on volatile mining. But for remote workers, retirees, fly-in fly-out workers, or anyone prioritizing ownership over urban lifestyle, these prices enable property ownership that seems illegal. I researched current property listings extensively. I verified actual sale prices through real estate data. I contacted agents about realistic pricing. I talked to recent buyers about what properties actually cost versus advertised prices. These 15 cities have median house prices or available properties from $120,000 to $250,000. Some are coastal, some are mining towns, some are regional centres. All offer property ownership at prices that feel genuinely illegal compared to capital cities. Let us break down where Australian houses are so cheap it feels like something is wrong. At number 15, Kalgoorlie-Boulder, Western Australia, a historic goldfield city where solid houses sell from $130,000 to $220,000. Affordable homes in a working regional city. Population approximately 30,000 permanent residents. About 600 kilometres east of Perth in the Goldfields region. Remote, but established. Houses range from $130,000 for basic weatherboard and fibro homes in older established areas to $220,000 for quality, modern brick homes with land and garages. 3- and 4-bedroom houses are the standard. Established suburbs with mature trees. Properly maintained infrastructure. The mining town housing stock was built during various boom periods. Kalgoorlie has genuinely comprehensive city services despite the remoteness. A hospital with a full emergency department and resident specialists. Major shopping centres, including Woolworths, Coles, and specialty retailers. Schools at all levels, including high school and a TAFE campus. Sports facilities, including pools and ovals. Cultural venues and galleries. Mining employment provides a solid economic base, with trades and operators earning $80,000 to $120,000 annually. For $130,000 to $220,000, you own a complete property in a functioning city of 30,000. Perth median house price is $700,000. You are buying for 19 to 31% of the Perth price. You could buy 3 to 5 Kalgoorlie houses for one Perth house. The remoteness is genuinely significant, 600 kilometres from Perth. The climate is extreme, desert heat reaching 50 degrees in summer. But gold mining employment exists and pays well. Services are comprehensive for the city size. The prices enable property ownership that is completely impossible for ordinary workers in Perth. The mining employment transforms the financial equation. A Kalgoorlie miner earning $100,000 and buying a $150,000 house pays $15,000 in mortgage annually. Total living costs might be $30,000, saving $70,000 annually after tax. Over 5 years, That is $350,000 in accumulated wealth. A Perth worker earning the same amount pays $35,000 rent plus higher living costs, saving maybe $20,000 annually. The Kalgoorlie worker builds $330,000 more wealth over 5 years through location choice alone. Translation: $130,000 to $220,000 for houses in a goldfield city of $30,000. Active gold mining employment is available at high wages. 600 kilometers from Perth, but comprehensive services exist. Prices feel genuinely illegal compared to capital cities, enabling extreme wealth building. Number 14, Kambalda, Western Australia, a nickel mining town where houses sell from $90,000 to $170,000. Population approximately 3,000. About 60 kilometers from Kalgoorlie in the goldfields. Houses range from $90,000 for basic miners' cottages to $170,000 for decent brick homes. 3-bedroom houses are standard. Established infrastructure includes a medical center, a supermarket, and a school. This town is surprisingly affordable for buyers who value basic, functional housing. Mining provides employment. For $90,000 to $170,000, you can own property here. Houses in Perth cost $700,000. You are buying for 13% to 24% of the Perth price. Nickel mining creates boom-bust cycles. Population fluctuates with mining activity, but current prices enable ownership on modest savings. Kambalda has adequate services for a mining town, though employment can be volatile. Do your research and visit to verify local services and job prospects before buying. At number 13, Whyalla, South Australia, a coastal steel city where houses sell from $110,000 to $200,000. Population approximately 20,000 permanent residents. About 400 kilometers from Adelaide on the Spencer Gulf Coast. Houses range from $110,000 for basic weatherboard and fibro homes needing cosmetic updating to $200,000 for quality brick homes with land and coastal views. Homes are affordable and 3- and 4-bedroom homes are standard. Established suburbs come with infrastructure. Some properties have ocean views. Whyalla has full city services maintained despite economic challenges. There is a hospital with comprehensive care, including an emergency department. Multiple shopping centres house major retailers. Schools exist at all levels, including high school. A TAFE campus serves vocational training. Coastal location offers beaches and fishing. The Gulf provides recreation. The steel industry continues providing employment despite challenges. For $110,000 to $200,000, you can own coastal property in a functioning city of 20,000. The Adelaide median is $600,000. You are buying for 18 to 33% of the Adelaide price. You could buy 3 to 5 Whyalla houses for one Adelaide house. The steel industry faces ongoing challenges but continues operating and providing employment. The coastal lifestyle adds substantial value compared to inland cities. Beaches and ocean access enable fishing and water recreation. It is about 4 hours from Adelaide, but still an ocean lifestyle. The coastal advantage cannot be overstated. You are buying ocean access for about 18% of Adelaide prices. Retirees particularly benefit. Comprehensive hospital care, affordable living, and a pension that goes further. Quality of life can improve dramatically. In short, $110,000 to $200,000 for houses in a coastal steel city. Population 20,000. About 4 hours from Adelaide, with ocean access and beaches. 18% of the Adelaide median for coastal living feels genuinely illegal. Number 12, Port Pirie, South Australia. An industrial coastal affordability story. Houses sell from $100,000 to $190,000. Population approximately 14,000. It sits about 200 kilometers north of Adelaide on the coast. House types range from basic cottages at $100,000 to solid brick family homes at $190,000 in established residential areas. Infrastructure and services exist. Port Pirie has adequate services, including a hospital with an emergency department, shopping facilities, and schools. The coastal location provides ocean access. For $100,000 to $190,000, you can own property here. The Adelaide median is $600,000. That means you are buying for 17 to 32% of Adelaide prices. Industrial challenges remain, but employment continues. Port Pirie is about 2 hours from Adelaide by road, and it offers coastal access. In short, $100,000 to $190,000 for houses in a coastal industrial city, population 14,000, about 2 hours from Adelaide, with ocean access and prices at 17 to 32% of capital city values. Lithgow, New South Wales, is a Blue Mountain city. Houses commonly sell from $200,000 to $300,000. Population is approximately 20,000 people, and the town is about 150 kilometers from Sydney. In outer areas, basic homes start at $200,000, while quality properties reach $300,000. You can find 3-bedroom brick homes on established blocks with regional city infrastructure. Lithgow has comprehensive services, including a hospital with an emergency department, shopping centres, and schools at all levels. Its industrial history is visible, and the proximity to Sydney matters. For $200,000 to $300,000, you can own property about 90 minutes from Sydney by car. The Sydney median is $1.2 million, so you are buying for 17 to 25% of the Sydney price. Industrial decline is real, but the low prices, services, and proximity create real opportunities. Number 10. Cessnock, New South Wales, a Hunter Valley city where houses sell from $350,000 to $450,000, making affordable home ownership possible. Population approximately 25,000. It is about 160 kilometers from Sydney, roughly 2 hours by car. You can find decent 3-bedroom and 4-bedroom homes from $350,000 and quality properties up to $450,000. These are regional city homes in established suburbs, in wine country. Cessnock has full city services, including a hospital, shopping centres, and schools. The wine industry provides jobs and tourism, and there is coal mining nearby. For $350,000 to $450,000, you can own property in wine country. The Sydney median is $1.2 million. That means you are buying for 29 to 38% of the Sydney median price. The Hunter Valley location adds lifestyle value. Employment comes from mining and the wine industry. Visit and research local services and job prospects before buying. At number 9 is Muswell Brook in New South Wales, an Upper Hunter coal mining city where houses commonly sell from $280,000 to $400,000. Population is approximately 16,000 people, and the town is about 250 kilometers from Sydney. Housing ranges from $280,000 for standard homes to $400,000 for quality properties. Most homes are 3- and 4-bedroom houses that serve the mining service workforce. The town has functioning infrastructure, including a hospital, shopping centres, schools, and local employment in coal mining that pays high wages. The Sydney median price is $1.2 million. You can buy here for 23 to 33% of the Sydney median price. Coal mining wages between $80,000 and $120,000, combined with affordable housing, create a realistic path to wealth building for local workers, fly-in, fly-out employees, and retirees. Number 8. Singleton, New South Wales. Hunter Valley Coal Town, where houses commonly sell from $320,000 to $470,000. Population approximately 17,000 people. About 200 kilometres from Sydney. Houses range from $320,000 for basic homes to $470,000 for quality properties. Established suburbs and maintained infrastructure. Singleton has full services, including a hospital with an emergency department, shopping centres, and schools. Coal mining provides substantial employment. At $320,000 to $470,000, you can own property here. The Sydney median is $1.2 million. You are buying for 27 to 39% of the Sydney price. Mining employment often pays six-figure wages, and combined with affordable housing, this enables rapid wealth building through savings. At number 7, Geraldton, Western Australia. Coastal regional city with houses selling from $250,000 to $350,000. Population approximately 40,000. About 420 kilometres north of Perth on the coast, about a 4-hour drive. Houses range from $250,000 for standard homes to $350,000 for quality coastal properties. Beach access and established infrastructure are part of the appeal. Geraldton has comprehensive city services, including a hospital with full departments, shopping centres, schools, a strong fishing industry, and tourism. The coastal lifestyle is real, with functioning services. For $250,000 to $350,000, you can own coastal property in a city of 40,000 people. The Perth median is $700,000. That means you are buying for 36 to 50% of the Perth price, a clear value advantage. 4 hours from Perth, yet a functioning regional city with beach access and services. $250,000 to $350,000 gets you coastal city living, population 40,000, and a price that is 36 to 50% of the Perth median. Number 6, Albany, Western Australia. A beautiful coastal city where houses sell from $300,000 to $450,000. Population approximately 35,000 permanent residents. It is about 400 kilometres south of Perth on the southern coast. Houses range from $300,000 for standard family homes in established suburbs to $450,000 for quality coastal properties with ocean views or beach access. The housing stock was built over decades with established neighbourhoods and mature gardens. Beach access is available throughout the city, and some properties have stunning views over King George Sound. Albany offers full city services. There is a hospital with an emergency department and a wide range of services. Multiple shopping centres host major retailers. Schools are available at all levels, including high school. ATAFE campus provides vocational training. Tourism provides employment and economic diversity. The setting is coastal with beautiful beaches, and the climate has 4 distinct seasons, including a real winter that brings relief from endless heat. For $300,000 to $450,000, you can own coastal property in this historic, beautiful city. The Perth median house price is $700,000. That means you are paying 43 to 64% of the Perth median. Coastal lifestyle, ocean access, beautiful scenery, and comprehensive services, all at a fraction of the cost of Perth. The value is extraordinary. $300,000 to $450,000 for a historic coastal city of 35,000 people, with beaches, climate, and real services. Premium coastal living at around 43 to 64% of the Perth median feels almost illegal. At number 5, Gladstone, Queensland, industrial coastal city where houses sell from $280,000 to $400,000. Population approximately 35,000 people. About 500 kilometres north of Brisbane on the coast. Houses range from $280,000 for basic homes to $400,000 for quality properties. Affordable coastal housing with established infrastructure. Gladstone has comprehensive services, including a hospital with full departments, shopping centres, and schools. An industrial port provides high-wage employment. For $280,000 to $400,000, you can own coastal property. The Brisbane median is $800,000. That means you are buying for 35 to 50% of the Brisbane price. Industrial employment provides economic stability, and the coastal lifestyle is a big draw. 5 hours from Brisbane. In short, $280,000 to $400,000 buys coastal property in Gladstone. Population about 35,000. High wages plus affordable housing, roughly 35% of the Brisbane median. Number 4, Mackay, Queensland, a coastal mining service city where houses sell from $320,000 to $450,000. The population is approximately 80,000. It is about 1,000 kilometres north of Brisbane on the coast. Houses range from $320,000 for standard homes to $450,000 for quality properties. Mackay is a mining service city with beaches and a marina. Mackay has full city services, a hospital with comprehensive departments, major shopping centres, and schools at all levels. Mining services and the port provide employment. For $320,000 to $450,000, you can own coastal property in a city of 80,000 people. The Brisbane median is $800,000. That means you are buying for 40 to 56% of the Brisbane price. Mining wages combined with the coastal lifestyle make ownership realistic. The city offers comprehensive amenities. It is about 10 hours drive from Brisbane. In short, $320,000 to $450,000 gets you coastal city living in a population of 80,000 with mining employment, beaches, and full services at 40 to 56% of the Brisbane median. At number 3, Bundaberg, Queensland, a coastal city where houses sell from $280,000 to $420,000. Population approximately 70,000 people. It sits about 350 kilometres north of Brisbane on the coast. Houses range from $280,000 for basic homes to $420,000 for quality properties. Established suburbs, beach access, and a coastal lifestyle. Bundaberg has comprehensive services. A hospital with full departments, shopping centres, and schools. Agriculture and tourism provide employment. Beautiful beaches. For $280,000 to $420,000, you can own coastal property. The Brisbane median is $800,000. You are buying for 35 to 53% of the Brisbane price. About 4 hours from Brisbane, Bundaberg offers a functioning regional city and a beach lifestyle. Number 2, Rockhampton, Queensland. Rockhampton is an affordable regional city where 3 and 4 bedroom homes commonly sell from $250,000 to $400,000. The population is approximately 80,000. The city is about 600 kilometres north of Brisbane, roughly a 6-hour drive. You can find basic homes from $250,000 and quality properties up to $400,000. These are established suburbs with functioning infrastructure. Rockhampton offers full regional city services. There is a hospital with comprehensive departments, shopping centres, a university campus, and schools at all levels. For $250,000 to $400,000, you can own property in an actual regional city. The Brisbane median is $800,000. That means you are buying for 31 to 50% of the Brisbane median price. In short, $250,000 to $400,000 for a regional city of 80,000 people with a university and comprehensive services and roughly 31% of the Brisbane median for actual city living. At number 1 is Port Augusta, South Australia, the Outback Gateway. This regional city has houses selling from $120,000 to $220,000. Population is approximately 14,000 people. It sits about 300 kilometres from Adelaide, roughly 3 hours by road. Houses range from $120,000 for basic homes to $220,000 for quality brick homes. This is established regional housing with functioning infrastructure and a genuine gateway to the outback. Port Augusta offers comprehensive services despite its size. There is a hospital with emergency and comprehensive care, shopping centres, and schools. Its location on Spencer Gulf and its role as a transport gateway support local economic activity. For $120,000 to $220,000, you can own property in a functioning regional city. Adelaide's median house price is $600,000. That means you are buying for 20 to 37% of the Adelaide price. 3 hours from Adelaide, with a hospital, coastal access, and local services, Port Augusta is a true outback gateway. Prices here are roughly 20% of the capital city median, which feels genuinely illegal. In short, $120,000 to $220,000 gets you a regional city with comprehensive services. Population 14,000, 3 hours from Adelaide, with a hospital and amenities. So there you have it, 15 Australian cities where home prices are so cheap it genuinely feels illegal compared to capital city madness. Let's be brutally honest about what these prices actually represent and mean. These are not bargains or deals in the traditional sense where you are getting something for nothing. Property is cheap for genuine, substantial economic reasons that affect livability and future prospects. Many cities face serious industrial challenges and economic transitions. The steel industry struggles with international competition and declining demand. Coal mining faces long-term structural decline and energy transition pressures. Manufacturing has contracted dramatically over decades. Economic uncertainty directly affects property values, creating downward pressure. The remoteness is real, and it affects daily life significantly. These cities are typically 4 to 10 hours drive from capital cities. Emergency medical care for serious conditions might require transfers to capital cities. Specialist medical services require regular travel. Career advancement opportunities are genuinely limited compared to capitals. Professional networking barely exists. But the financial opportunity is genuine and transformative for people in the right situations. For people who can work remotely, earning city wages while living in these affordable cities, the financial mathematics are incredible. Consider a remote worker earning $60,000 a year who buys a $150,000 property in Port Augusta versus renting the equivalent lifestyle in Adelaide. Adelaide rent for decent accommodation is $25,000 a year minimum. A Port Augusta mortgage on $150,000 at 5% is $10,000 a year. That is $15,000 saved yearly just on housing. Over 10 years, that is $150,000 in savings, plus you own property worth at minimum $150,000. Total wealth is $300,000 versus an Adelaide renter who has zero wealth after 10 years of payments. FIFO workers use these cities as cheap base accommodation between mining swings. Buy property for $180,000 and pay minimal rates and maintenance while away working. Earn $120,000 a year in Pilbara mines. Total living costs may be $40,000 a year, including property costs. That leaves savings of $80,000 a year consistently. Over 5 years, that is $400,000 in accumulated wealth, plus property ownership. A Perth-based FIFO worker paying rent saves maybe half that amount. Retiree buyers can purchase coastal property for $300,000 in Albany, Geraldton, or Bundaberg. Coastal lifestyle, beaches, and recreation, with comprehensive hospital services for medical needs and schools for visiting grandchildren. An age pension or modest superannuation goes dramatically further without rent or mortgage payments consuming income. Quality of life can improve substantially. The comparison to capital cities is genuinely staggering when you do the math. Sydney median $1.2 million versus Port Augusta median $170,000. You could literally buy 7 Port Augusta houses for the price of 1 median Sydney house. The inequality is extreme. Brisbane median $800,000 versus Bundaberg median $350,000. You are buying genuine coastal lifestyle for 44% of the Brisbane price. Same ocean access, same beaches, a fraction of the cost. The employment situation varies dramatically between cities, creating different opportunities. Mining cities like Kalgoorlie, Kambalda, and Muswellbrook offer high wages of $80,000 to $120,000. Coastal cities like Albany, Geraldton, and Bundaberg have tourism, fishing, and service employment. Regional centres like Rockhampton have diverse employment across multiple sectors. Remote work makes employment location largely irrelevant for knowledge workers. The trade-offs are real and should not be minimised or romanticised. Limited restaurant and entertainment options exist compared to capital cities. Social circles are smaller, with fewer opportunities to meet new people. Specialist medical care can be a significant distance away. Cultural activities like theatre, concerts, and galleries are reduced. These factors matter for quality of life, but the financial transformation is genuine and measurable. Property ownership, instead of endless renting, builds equity rather than enriching landlords. Equity grows through mortgage payments. Housing stress and anxiety can be eliminated. Savings rates can be massive, far higher than in capital cities. Financial security can enable retirement, help children, and allow pursuing interests. The climate varies substantially between locations, and that affects comfort. Coastal cities offer beaches, ocean breezes, and moderate temperatures. Inland cities often face extreme summer heat. Mining towns can experience desert temperature extremes. Choose carefully based on genuine tolerance, not idealized preferences. Services are surprisingly comprehensive in larger regional cities. Hospitals, schools, and shopping all exist. Cities of 20,000 to 80,000 people typically maintain that infrastructure. The risks include further economic decline, falling property values, and employment challenges. Compared to capital city rental stress, these risks can be manageable for many people. Before buying property in any of these cities, visit extensively and thoroughly, not just quick weekend trips. Experience climate extremes in summer and winter. Assess employment realistically by talking to multiple employers and to residents. Verify services meet your actual needs. Do not assume they do. Talk at length with current residents about daily challenges and frustrations, not only the positives. Research the local economy beyond surface appearances. Mining towns are volatile, with boom and bust cycles that affect everything. Coastal cities tend toward more stable but slower economic growth. Industrial cities face difficult transitions that require realistic assessment. Understand what sustains the local economy and whether it is viable long term. Have realistic expectations about lifestyle changes and limitations. These are not capital cities with endless options. Entertainment is limited to basics. Career advancement is often restricted. Social circles are smaller with fewer opportunities for expansion. Cultural activities are minimal. These limitations matter for quality of life and should not be dismissed. But for the right person in the right situation, prioritizing property ownership and financial security over urban lifestyle and career advancement These prices enable dreams that are completely impossible in capital cities. The trade-offs are real, but the opportunity can be transformative. Can we honestly talk about geographic inequality? Functioning cities with comprehensive hospitals, beaches, and services can sell houses for $150,000, while basic apartments in Sydney can cost $1.2 million. The geographic inequality and disparity is genuinely extreme, and it is getting worse annually. These opportunities exist. Property ownership at prices that seem illegal is real across regional Australia. The trade-offs are significant, but the financial advantage is transformative. For people locked out of capital city markets or trapped in rental cycles, regional cities offer ownership at prices that enable wealth building that is otherwise impossible. Subscribe for Australian property content covering actual, affordable opportunities, not just complaints about unaffordability. Comment which city surprised you most with pricing. Would you relocate for property ownership? Like the video so the algorithm thinks affordable Australian property matters to viewers searching for real opportunities. See you next time.